Who will make it to Championship Sunday? Let's find out. We
out.
start in 3,
2, 1. Tetris. Stress.
The Buko chants still live here in Portland. Although I don't know where he is right now. He's probably at the Noodle House, I think.
But yeah, out of all the players here, Meme going the deepest, both in terms of Jonas Cup last year and CTWC recently this year. So much momentum. Can Matt Martin withstand that? And will that hyperbolic time chamber training, the best of 99 training, the intensity of all those matches result in the kind of consistency that'll prove victorious here?
Yeah, and Chris, you got to join us for the finale of that, so it was really special. Really special. We
quite
can see
the
there's
honor.
a drought kind of going there. The 40 it looked like. My God.
Yeah, Matt having to deal with some burns up high now. And we've seen some new survival out of Matt, playing in those situations.
Now, Matt has to remember that there is no 100K threshold.
Yeah,
so he's got to try to keep that perfect now.
Yeah, I think in my takeaways, I was like, don't rely on your opponent topping out, and that is going to be an early one. Meme's going to take that one easy here in October. You can give the gift early, but you're not going to be able to take advantage of the extended return policy.
Indeed. Matt's probably wondering, could I trade in one of my early top, the early ones that I didn't give away, right? And just restart this one? That'd be great.
No, we don't have time for the best of 99 rule here. Where
I think that would have saved a few people in this tournament, definitely. But tough way to give one game away early, but if it's going to be that one, it's got to be the first one. That Matt's got to try to recoup himself. Lock in and get this second one. If you can tie it up, then guess what? We're back at square one.
Yeah, no, it's actually interesting that Batfoy has already exceeded that. So had it been a Batfoy versus Matt Martin again, Batfoy would be at 40 wins.
Yes. Although definitely in the interview we had with them, they're like, no, please, we're good. We've had enough of each other.
Batfoy with a nice T-spin there, attempting to keep it clean through this drought. Pieces really not cooperating. And yeah, Sharky, only had a 1 Tetris lead here. Okay, finally bangs out a Tetris. And Batfoy almost out of the dig.
We're all kind of just sitting here watching to see can Batfoy get out of this. He will. There you go.
And boom, Tetris for Batfoy. Sharky able to take advantage. Now up to 2 Tetris lead. Now 3.
So perhaps you can attribute a little bit of that survivability for Batfoy thanks to the training of the 99. And Sharky, again, we've talked about his a former winner. He won last year's event. He holds many records in the best of 99 with the number of 500-plus games. He had like 84% at the time he would reach that. 17 max outs, the most in history. So
Sharky with the Vits there, using it when it matters.
So certainly, the training for all of that can be prevalent. And we'll see if Batfoy can use that training to his advantage.
Yeah, so Batfoy recovering after that dig. Now has row 2 play going on, hitting another Tetris, but Sharky, extending the lead now up to 4 Tetrises ahead. Meanwhile, up on top, we're still early days, 50 lines in, but Matt Martin now doing much better. No early top out this time, or at least, 50 lines into the game, but getting the Tetrises, and we're neck and neck going through halfway to transition.
And we've seen Matt, he's had been a revitalization of his gameplay has been so good. The stellar consistency that he had in his 99 run have shown that he can definitely play with the big boys.
Yeah, Yeah, just need to lock in. Once you get that lock in, keeping consistent, and yeah, having like a good record for not having those early top outs.
Meanwhile, Sharky's having a hell of a game right now.
Oh, yeah.
He's at 504 through 111 lines.
111 lines. This is exactly what Sharky wants to see here. Maintaining that momentum from that awesome qual.
Yeah, because you got to wonder, like, these, now that we're into the 32, right? You're talking about the players that have kind of sat on the bye that they had in the first round, and how much warm-up time did they really take, right? Did they just need a few minutes, or did they spend all that time doing that? I know Sharky was just coming back from lunch, so he seems fine. It seems no rust, no delay on that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got to, when it comes time to play your round, you got to play your round, whether it's right after your qual or a few hours after. Okay, Sharky now playing aggressive, going with that. Okay, he takes the triple instead of going too aggressive. Might be the smart play there. He is ahead by a Tetris and a half, but Batfoy has been able to come back a bit after transition here.
Now, this will be key to see what Batfoy does, because this was part of the 99 series. He was starting to have some issues with the 19
post-transition
speed.
play. And he said he was going to practice, so we'll see. Okay, Tetris ready. Boom, Tetris for Sharky. Batfoy taking a triple off the top. Waiting for that long right. Boom, Tetris for Batfoy. So yeah, Sharky just a Tetris ahead. Takes that double there. Another Tetris for Sharky and Tetris for Batfoy. So yeah, both players are playing really strong right now. This is going to be a great game. This continues.
Yeah, no, definitely. This is a very, very fun match that we're seeing. Kind of when you saw it on the bracket, you're like, ooh, this is a good one. I want to watch it.
Yeah, absolutely.
No disappointment yet.
What a treat. And yeah, up on top, Matt Martin and Meme about to transition here. 125 lines. Tetris for Matt Martin. He's actually out to a lead here. 4 Tetrises ahead. So reversing the complexion of the last round where Matt early topped out might have gotten him to lock in here.
Yeah, no, it's exactly what he needs right now. Meanwhile, still at the bottom. This is our war that we're raging in. 3,000 point difference.
We are neck and neck.
Tetris for Batfoy. Let's go. 741 to 745. My word, Chris. This is a banger game number 1.
Yeah. No, this is edge of your seat action here. Sharky and Batfoy, 2019 debuters. Look at how far they've come.
Meanwhile, Matt and Meme are going out at the top. Matt with a healthy 100,000 point lead. But that's in the early stages of the 19. We got on the bottom. They go to level 26, Chris.
Yeah, we're closing in on the end here. Both players trying to keep that pace. Wow. It's so neck and neck. 1,000 points apart.
Batfoy goes to level 27, so does Sharky. Sharky, those quick taps. He had one earlier in the transition that really saved him. He had missed one, and then he threw a square all the way to the left, and that allowed him to start bringing the board down and get back into the rhythm he's found.
Oh, boom, Tetris for Batfoy.
And another great quick tap.
321 point difference.
Oh, my word. We go to level 28 for Batfoy's only got 1 Tetris to go. It's at 226 line. Sharky's at 224. This is neck and neck, Chris. Here we go.
Okay, Batfoy with a lead there. Does not get the Tetris at the end, or the triple that could have been. And Sharky just barely getting it at the kill screen. What a showdown.
Man, oh man. Chris, how crazy would it have been if Batfoy had gotten that long bar roll to the right?
Man, that triple would have actually put him in the lead. But, what can you do when you're hitting kill screen? You can only do so much, maybe set up a center well or something. But wow, what a close game. The nail biter, edge of your seat action. And wow, what a game from Batfoy coming out of that best of 99. Really showing the strength here. But, both of these players being best of 99 veterans. What happens when you have 2 players coming out of the hyperbolic time chamber? Yeah, they're going to be this strong. You're going to have a matchup this good. But meanwhile, up on top, now Matt Martin maintaining that lead now, still 3 Tetrises ahead. But Meme in excellent shape. Boom, Tetris for Meme, reducing the deficit to a Tetris and a half.
Nice fold from Matt over there, and he's going to get the Lombard for the Tetris.
Yeah, this is
Meme
actually a really close game.
Yeah, Meme has cut it down tremendously.
Yeah, both players in good shape. Boards are clean.
There's another
Boom,
one
Tetris
from
for
Matt.
Matt. 9:15.
There we go, the
Meme-
final lines, Chris.
Yep. About to go in the kill screen here. All comes down to this. 223 lines for both players. Can only take a few more burns. They're both waiting for the long bar. Their sequences are both in a drought. Meme's going to top out, and Matt is going to take the second round. We are 1-1 in the match on top.
There you go, Chris. Wow, what a group of four we got right
geez,
now. This
is
is tremendous.
highly competitive. Exactly what you want to see, for your. Geez, this could be grand finals level of play here, but we're still in round one.
A lot of people rooting on for Matt here in the global chats that we have. But Meme is a huge fan favorite too, Chris.
Absolutely.
Her popularity skyrocketed for CTWC this year, making it to the World Championship and getting to the final.
All of these players really are fan favorites when I think about it. It's like, Matt had a community go on watching his streams, and Meme is Meme, and Sharky definitely a fan favorite. Batfoy, one of the earliest young players that is showed what was possible. Beyond Joseph Saley. It wasn't just a one-hit wonder. Batfoy proving that another young competitor could rise to the top.
Right, and doing it with the play style that we knew and loved at the time, right? So, tremendous. Great game so far. Again, if you like what you're seeing, help contribute to the Matcherino. That'll help get the prize pool going for our players. These players are starting to look to get into the top 16, and if your contributions can get there high enough, they may be receiving some of that prize money. So our goal is to at least get enough to send our Jonas Cup champion to go to Germany to represent North America. Of course, we do have some international players that are here, but one very notable one is playing currently on CT2. So make sure you got that window open. Whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, that's available there. Robin from the Netherlands, the winner from 2024's World Championship, is here. Currently playing Rose in a good one.
Meanwhile, here we are neck and neck on the bottom, 40 lines in, but a third way to transition here. So another potentially very close one.
So, Chris, we talked about being here at PRG, the history, the nostalgia that we have. 2019 has been very prevalent. We've talked about that on the previous shows.
That was
and whatnot.
such an iconic, sort of like we could tell the winds of change were blowing, and where we would end up. It was exciting to see.
Certainly. And 3 out of the 4 players here were very heavily inspired by that year where they all made names for themselves. So it's kind of iconic to see them all now in this situation.
And just, I feel so fulfilled knowing that, years have passed and, they're still advancing, they're still evolving as players. Batfoy high up, getting that Tetris, and our Sharky not far behind. Back and forth they go.
And I should shout out that it was, I mentioned before, somebody got us up to $100 more, so $11.70.
Oh, yeah.
We should mention who it is, because it's the guy that's reffing the match right now.
Oh,
it's
wow.
Arbaro. Make sure to join TNP, Tetris for the non-pros, right? Arbaro, we'll mention that all weekend long now for $100, yeah?
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I do see that, the promo screen for that on Tetris Friendlies pretty often.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know that, listen, Arbaro's doing a great job running that because it's allowing the group of people that maybe feel like they're, not capable enough to be playing at a competitive level. Many times we hear people always say, "Oh, I don't want to get involved in competitive Tetris until I can get like a max out," right?
Right.
They think because they're watching our high level players and the skill level that they have, they say, "Oh, that's the only way I can compete," right? But thanks to Amaro, he's really putting together the training ground for a number of people, and players like we saw earlier today, like Cole Bucket, Cobra from the World Championships, players like that grew up in TNP. That's where they first started playing. That gave them the opportunity to hone their craft and get better and play matches competitively where not having to be at a maxed out level. And that's how they attained that.
Yeah, no, and just getting involved in the community, you don't want to have that intimidation factor. Oh,
Unfortunately,
up
Matt
on
with
top.
Top out. The drought ended up affecting Matt there, 25 pieces. Mean was able to keep it under control. So, yeah, unfortunate there. After such a great game that we saw, Matt knows. He's like, I'm giving these away. He knows.
Yeah. I mean, this is exactly the sort of thing that the training should be able to help with, and just got to lock in for this next game and make that pay off.
Right,
He could do it. That last game was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was really good. So exactly like you said, Chris. If he can just lock it in and get this one back, then we're even again, and then we just play one to decide it all.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, what a score here on the bottom there. About to get the transition.
I know, neck and neck all the way.
And near 600s.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's not even an easy... No matter the play style, this is a high transition score. Wow.
Yeah, Batfoy has a line to burn. He's going to go in. There's the Tetris. He'll get the 601.
600 transitions here.
Sharky wants to do him one better. And here it comes.
There you go. Boom, Tetris for Sharky. 616.
But Sharky's not happy because he knows the board parity on that left was not to his liking. He kind of wanted to get that Tetris for the 600K, but now he's got to fix it up, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. Batfoy, meanwhile, needs the bar in the worst way, Chris.
Oh, man. Not like this. And that's going to be a top out. Sharky taking that round. You're 2-0. And Sharky relieved, despite, how good that transition score was. Man, that's got to hurt. Topping out that fast after such a great transition score.
Yeah. And again, it kind of just seems like that's like the Batfoy syndrome that he was having at the best of 99. He would have these like strong transition scores, but then when we get into the 19, a little bit of aggression ends up faltering him.
Maybe getting, into 120 lines, you might want to just burn back down to the bottom, make sure you survive to adjust for this next round.
All right, so Shark with a 2-0 lead. They're about to get set on the bottom there. Meanwhile, on the top, Matt Martin with the 60,000 point lead, but that's early days here, Chris.
Yeah, early days up there. Matt Martin trying to get back that momentum. Had that one good game, and then another early top out. So if statistics show, I mean, Matt shouldn't be topping out this next game.
So yes, join Tetris for the non-pros at tnp.tetris.lol. That is a real link, folks. It's not a meme type of thing. It's real. I'd like to give also a recognition to Captain Fufu here, ChrisTang. $50 contribution into the match arena gets us
thank you.
to
Yeah,
1220. We're getting close to that 1500 that we're trying to get at
getting
least
there.
to start.
Yeah. That's once we get that, then it's on. We know that we'll have a representative for the big show in over in Europe.
And again, it's all thanks to you crowdfunding this. We'll be able to continue to try to support our players and get that up. The more money that goes into the match arena, possibly opportunity to send more players, and then also pay out our placement players, like the top 8, top 16. So we have a threshold that we're looking to get. So we'll share that information tomorrow as we get into Championship Sunday. 100,000 points to 99,000 points. Batfoy is almost the 100,000 point threshold, Chris.
Yeah, and neck and neck this whole way. Yeah, usually these two players just right in line with each other. Up on top, Mimi having to do some burns, get the board back into shape. Matt again to an early lead, 3.5 Tetrises. So kind of a repeat of that second game. It's like an A-B sort of thing where Matt does an early top out and then he's get a dominant game, and we're on that the beat where Matt is getting that early lead now and may be able to lock in to keep this match alive. Sharky with a Spire forming in the middle. You do what you can when you hit that Z burst like that. Boom, Tetris for Sharky. Managing to keep it as neat as possible.
Because he's waiting for this.
There's an L-tuck
yeah,
possible,
yeah.
yep.
Once this J, you finally got it.
Boom, Tetris for Sharky. 0 point difference there. We are neck and neck as it gets.
You know, I don't know. I didn't pay close attention here, Chris, but I should have looked. You know, I should have checked to see if Matt was doing what he was doing in the best of 99, where he was pushing down the number of points of what game it was. So if he hasn't been doing that, you can tell that like he's trying to be more focused, right? Because he was doing that as like a fun little cheeky thing. But I think sometimes you got to go back to that root, right? You know, you got to stick with what was keeping you loose and having you have a good time. Right?
Yeah, an expression of being confident and being relaxed. Boom, Tetris or Matt extending the lead to 4 Tetrises. Once again, this is just like that second game. You give one away and then come out strong. Maybe there's something to that. Give the gift and take it back.
Well, Beam is probably hoping that if that's the case, where Matt is playing good on the evens and she's playing good on the odds,
You'll
right?
still end up with victory, right? Unless Matt's playing like me and then pretending to be weak and then just not let up on that last game. We'll see.
That would be something. But a great score right now for Matt as we're about to get close to the transition for them.
Yeah. And their meme hits level 19 first. Double long bar dependent. Fills it in. Content to take that hole on the bottom and is going to score dirty Tetris there. Boom. Tetris or meme. 450K. 100,000 points behind. Matt maintaining this 4 Tetris lead.
We're on the bottom. We've got 415 to 400. Batfoy with the slimmest of leads. They are approaching the Joey Parker turn. Sharky's already there because Sharky is a push-down player. So he'll get there faster.
Yeah, Batfoy having to clean up a bit. He's probably going to be content to play off of row 2 there for a while. Boom, Tetris for Batfoy. 440. We are neck and neck. Approaching transition. Next 20, 30 lines.
Back at the top here, Chris, as they are now. It's a level 21 Tetris. Was that
Simul Tetris?
I think it was a simul caster by us, right?
Yeah, as it should be. Wow, some 4D burns there by Matt.
Yeah. And he gets the right piece.
Yeah. Wow, Matt cashing in on that. Yeah, you set up some delayed burns and banked on that long bar coming when it did, and it pays off.
And again, you know, Matt with a 75,000 point lead, but Meme is just holding in there steady.
Yeah, slowly getting back into the game here. Okay, now within half a Tetris now.
Well, back at
Matt,
the bottom.
Yeah.
The bottom has now gone to transition on Sharky's side. Batfoy will join in 3 lines.
Yep. Batfoy built up a bit, waiting for that long bar. And there it is. Boom, Tetris for Batfoy into transition at 541. So yeah, Sharky lines ahead, so Batfoy with a little bit more time. But really needs to get that cleaned up. You don't want to be that high up on the board with the ass. Oh, didn't go for the square to burn that off. Now he's going to need some good pieces to get out of this cleanly. Ooh, gets a box, good. Gets the right LJ there. Can dig back down, good flat burn.
Oh, this board for Batfoy.
Can still keep it clean.
Oh, those squares,
Nice.
The square timing was so brilliant for him.
Yeah, Batfoy really making the best of this situation. That would ordinarily kill almost anyone. What survival from Batfoy. What a dig.
Tremendous. Meanwhile, at the top, Matt and Meme having some trouble with their boards there, and it looks like
Oh,
Matt
wow,
will
a
take that
simul
one.
top out. Matt's going to take it. We are 2-2. We are going to a decider up on top between Matt Martin and Meme. I really love that M alliteration in that matchup. The Meme Matt Martin matchup.
Try to say that 5 times fast, right? Meanwhile, things are getting fast. Sharky gets that long bar all the way over. That spire there was getting dangerous, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
And Sharky, the quick taps.
Oh, wow.
The mastery he has of those. And he's got himself set up for something dirty, too.
Yeah, after that huge dig by Batfoy, Sharky only able to pull out a 1 Tetris lead. Oh, Batfoy lost stats, but gets it again. Gets another long bar, bangs down that Tetris. But yeah, Batfoy needs to get this playfield back under control somehow.
Oh, both of them are in trouble.
Batfoy is going to top out there, and Sharky being in the lead just barely takes the 3rd round. It's a sweep, but wow, what a showing by Batfoy, and what perseverance in that survival.
Tremendous match on the bottom there, Chris. That was fantastic. I mean, that's a sweep, but that's not an easy sweep.
Oh, not at all. That was so close, and I am so impressed by Batfoy's survival performance there. We're going to be seeing great things coming out of Batfoy into the future.
And now here we go. The Sharky fan club shouting for him. He'll move on to Championship Sunday, Chris. He's still looking to be one of the favorites now.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, action happening over on CT2. Crazy result that just happened.
Yeah, so be sure to tune into CT2 to find out the chaos that happened there. But up on top, we are in a decider, our first here on CT1 in the brackets. We got a lot of sweeps, and then it's like all sweeps in a decider.
Yeah, there's like nothing in between, at least over on this channel.
Yeah.
But here we go. So this is where you were talking about, Chris, before. It's like, the odds and the evens.
Right.
We must take advantage of these gifts given by Matt in those games 1 and 3.
Yeah, let's see if Matt was holding
in.
back here. And if, one path is another gift, or Matt was holding back and can actually maintain that consistency for 2 games in a row.
Matt gets the Tetris. He has a 2.5 Tetris lead. We are early on in this one, 40 lines in, but the tension is mounting here, Chris. Two fan favorites, unfortunately, having to meet in a round 1 this early.
Yeah, this is the story here is just like either outcome is going to be wild. Like, I can't help but to root for both of them. Just
I can't help to root for you fans out there that have been helping to contribute to the match. Chris, we can see now we're at $1,600.
Oh, all right. That means someone is going to the DAS World Championships.
Now, the contributions don't stop there, folks. Make sure you keep going because we do want to continue to pay. The more money that goes in, potentially we can send more people and pay out more of our players. There are thresholds that are out there. So I want to be able to make sure that happens. Thank you to Zombie1, spelled ZAMBIEE1. Chris gave a combined total of $270.
Yeah.
Wants to know what is the next goal for top 4 to Germany. So basically, we do have a third. We should probably get that slide up at some point. But how it'll work is that the more money is getting put in, then the opportunity for more people to go and also pay out. So the threshold we're looking at, I think it was $8,000 would help pay out for a top 4 to have funding to go, along with the top 8 to get paid. So it's very important that you all help contribute that. So 8,000 is the goal, but the 1,500 minimum was what we were looking for to get our champion out there. But continue to help, continue to support.
Yeah, we do need that help. 8,000 there's quite a ways to go, so we need your help to get there.
Yeah, last year we had 8,000 to get 4 players out to Germany, so we're going to try to kind of replicate that and also have money to go down to our top 8, and more money goes into top 16 and so on. So we'll share that information.
Yeah, both players really having to do some burns to keep it clean, keep it alive, but it's responsible, and we're about 373 going into 100 lines. It's not going to be the fantastic transition score, but if you're either of these players, you definitely want to survive to get into the 19s and make that run.
And Big Pixel Andy fan, excuse me, Big Pixel Andy fan 67. Wow. With a $100 contribution, though. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
That's how we got to our 1,600 there, Chris. So again, continue to keep those contributions going.
I'm really glad that we're on Saturday and we did hit our first goal. So that's a good feeling and encouraging our players to perform their best, make it to Germany. Okay, Matt
466 to 425, Chris. Yeah, this is a tight one again.
Yeah, this is only a Tetris and a half to 2 Tetris lead for Matt. And approaching transition, players want to get their boards in shape here. Matt going aggressive, can get a dirty here. And there it is. Boom, dirty Tetris for Matt. 491, still in the lead. 8 lines to level 19. Doing a little bit of cleanup. That's what you want to do. Yeah, he's going to burn that back down to the bottom. Ensure that survival. Meme having a few holes in the stack going into transition. Nothing she can't handle, though. Boom, Tetris for Meme. Neck and neck now. Meme with a cleaner play field after transition. Okay, finally, Matt opens it back up.
Matt was thinking. He was thinking. You saw it, Chris. He was thinking about it, but then he chose wisely.
Yeah, Matt taking the safer path there, taking a double, keep it low. Meme with a Tetris into the lead now, a Tetris ahead. And now that Matt's board is back into shape, you can see him firing back. Boom, Tetris for Matt. 539. We are neck and neck into the level 19 speeds. This is exactly what you want to see. So this is neither an early top out or a blowout by Matt. We are neck and neck through this. This is exactly how you want the decider to come out. Both players playing at their best.
This is edge you see Tetris, Chris. I mean, the expo here is just on pins and needles.
Yeah. Anyone's game here. Too close to call. Both players excellent now, showing us what they can do. Wow, that adjustment by Matt. Meme is clean. Boom, Tetris for Meme. Now up to a Tetris lead.
He was hoping for that S piece to come sooner. It did not.
Matt taking a triple, but got a clean board out of it.
Now, Meme is ahead in the line count slightly. Could be in favor for Matt.
This is a very even match. More than the numbers may show. Boom, Tetris for Matt. Neck and neck scores. And similar line counts. So this is really, really close. What a decider. Boom, almost a simul Tetris there. Meme's still 1 Tetris ahead, but Matt is almost set up for another one. Gets the long bar. Boom, Tetris for Matt. Boom, Tetris for Meme. 1 Tetris difference. Matt with a double there. Both players waiting on long bars. Developing a slight drought here. Both players dealing with it well.
Yeah, the difference there is that Matt could not use the bar. Meme was able to, so that increases the lead, and Matt's board, he needs the bar. Now there it comes.
Gets the bar.
He gets the Tetris.
But Meme was able to capitalize on those pieces that came. Long bars came at favorable times and pulls into the lead. Matt struggling to survive here. That's not looking good. And Meme pulling wide into the lead there is going to take that round and the match. But what a showdown.
Unbelievable. That one was tight as hell, Chris. That was coming down tooth and nail, down to the wire. But then it's just that moment there, right? That moment of the stacking decision of where Matt was unable to keep the well open, that untimely drought that kind of hurt. Meme was able to keep her board well. Matt had to close it, couldn't use the bar. That was the difference.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate timing. Matt was really playing a strong game there too, but just the way it played out at the end, the long bars didn't come when they needed to be, and sometimes that's what makes the difference. But against the caliber of the player that Meme is, Matt's got nothing to be ashamed of there. That was a brilliant performance and one of the closest games we've ever seen.